Okay, well, let's get this show on the road. I was having some technical difficulties there, but let's see how everything sounds and what all is going on. Sorry, everybody. I was having some huge, massive, awful lag when I was trying to start streaming. Everything was good, and then I was like, okay, I'll go live, and it was like, no, dropping frames all over the place, being bad, not looking good, and it was distressing. But everything seems to be looking nice now. I think I had too much bullshit in this thing here, this little outline where I put unicorns and dragons and an eagle and stuff. Anyways, welcome everybody to the full moon. Welcome. It is a glorious full moon, and we're here to celebrate. Let's get right into it. We're here to celebrate the new Kastle 2 FX Wizard, and we're here to do some crazy FX magic. But I think before we get into that, I really want to whine and complain about this other stuff, the other things, because it's been a crazy kind of week here, honestly, since the last time we talked. Yesterday was crazy for Synth news. I think that this is gonna bob up and down a whole bunch. So I'm gonna really try to dodge doing that. So before we talk about the fucking Kastle thing, let's get into it here. Wait, let me see if this background music. I'm trying so many different things right now. Okay. Little baby breakdown there to talk about some of these things. Because I can't stand just straight up dead air. Right. Okay. So yesterday was pretty huge. We got Polyend Synth. Worst name ever. Just gonna right off the bat, because if you're trying to Google this thing, you're like, what is it? Polyend Synth. Don't like it. The weirdest launch video too. Hold on, we gotta go into this thing and take a look. It's a pretty cool little device, I guess, like the engines and everything.
Hey,
oh my god,
nice to see.
Sounds terrifyingly loud. The engines sound pretty cool, but once again, and look at this design, the design of the website. Polyend knocks it out of the park again. Gotta give him props. This looks very cool. But I gotta say, after the kind of sheen of oh, this is really cool, and this here, wait, we have to watch this. This is relentlessly disturbing. I think I need to turn my volume down here. The sequencer is really lackluster, and I think it's meant to really be held and played and stuff, and I don't know. If you're into that, you're into that. But wait, I don't know what they were trying to achieve with this video. It's borderline
Wait. Where was I? Right.
Okay. And there's no synthin happens this whole video.
Modulation matrix.
You guys are getting way too in your head about this is the launch video for this. You know what I mean? It's geez, I'm glad they're having fun, but wow. Wow is all I got to say to that. Yeah, in the chat, they've been bad about long-term support. Is things to be have had heard about Polyend, and to be honest, I gotta say, they pump out a lot of products really fast, and they do often feel a little half-baked, but they're a young company, and go to products here. Let's see here. I mean, that whole debacle with the play and the tracker really did have a lot of, I'm just gonna say, like, pitfalls that it needed to work past. Anyways, Polyend, they're a growing company. I wish them well. I'm gonna wait on this one though. That's a West pass. But what is, like, hopefully not a West pass at some point is this thing, the new Herbs and Stones synth. Somebody is speaking, I believe, Spanish, and I do not speak Spanish. I'm sorry. But I think Diablos is not good for my cred. This is the new Herbs and Stones synth. We don't know too much about it other than, like, what we are, like, literally, what does that say, looking at right now. It looks really cool. It looks like a kind of, like, advancement of the liquid foam, and I was a really big fan of the liquid foam. It looks super duper fun. I really like Herbs and Stones. I've said in my Discord, they are really good at making, like, analog, cool, fun stuff that feels sort of, like, alive and is, like, kind of unpredictable and fun, much like Bastl. So, that's just my vibe. That's what I'm into, and these guys do it very well. More stuff that is in that vein. We're just kind of moving down, and then we're gonna get to that fucking OPXY because I have so many fucking thoughts. But oh wait, I thought, damn it. I thought this was, like, linked to a product. But anyways, I do believe there's more Surge stuff. I don't know why that. I thought that that was linked to a better video, but whatever. So moving right on along. This all happened in the last 2 weeks. I think it's definitely, like, release window time. But if you were unaware, there's a new Fours synth. Fours being S. Matson and Felicia. I don't remember her last name. Probably says it right down here somewhere. But it's two people, and they make and design very, very good Max for Live products. S, guy behind the Digitone model cycles. This is really, really cool. Because the thing about all of these things is like, they show you all this fun stuff here. You're looking at it, you're like, oh, cool, 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 cool. But the thing about all the Fours stuff that I don't think they do a good enough job of, like, expressing when you buy their things is that, like, all of these, see, they kind of show it here, but, like, they kind of make this whole thing look like Opal. I really didn't understand. You get all of these devices as, like, individual things that you can use for fucking anything. And that is really, really cool. Like, Opal, you think here, like, if I open it up even, you'll see. You think it's like this one big whole thing, and it is. And you can use it that way. So if you're sitting here, Opal is their other pack that is just like this, and Dyad seems to be very similar to this. So if you're in here, I forgot how to even fucking user library devices. So if you go into Opal, you can like drop the Opal, like the entire thing. Boop. And it'll take a second. It'll be like, oh my gosh. Baby. Oh, it's tanking my computer too. Oh no. Maybe this is bad to try and show. But as you can see, all of the like aspects of Opal, there we go. See? So Opal is this whole thing together, which is like this kick-ass FM synth, this like super fun like little granular noise thing, this like sampler, and then this really cool, oh, this is the sampler, and then this really cool effects lane. It's all this stuff together, but you can also just like grab the reverb and like drop it over here and use it to like whatever end you want. And bada bing, bada boom, this dyad looks really fucking sick. It looks like they give you like a very cool percussion thing with through zero FM. They give you like a very capable kind of like dual, this guy, like dual mono synth type of thing, para mono synth, and then a really, really kick-ass looking distortion. I am very into these devices because, to be totally honest, I'm starting to get a lot more back into computer land. Big old new ALM thing too. We can watch these videos later if I feel like it. But the reason I bring Fun 4 stuff up is because this is a whole other side quest, but I got a Hatbacks. It's a long story. I even wrote shut the fuck up because like if I get too into it, I'll talk all night about it. But using a hardware sequencer to do all of the stuff that is like on a computer, like using like the Hatbacks, which I don't know. Dude, this is going to be another thing I pronounce improperly. I just watched EasyBot say Digitact like 97 times in a row. And I'm like, no, it's Digitact, right? I'm not crazy, right? It's got to be Digitact. This one I see is Hatbacks. But I've heard people say Hotbox. And I'm like, what is that? And I don't know. Anyways, using it to like control a bunch of like Ableton Live devices is like mind-blowingly fun. And then I got talking to Glooms a whole bunch on the Discord, and he's like, you gotta get one of these romplers, bro. And so then I kind of fell in love with one of these romplers. And baby, 128 voices. This goes back to my theory that like the best synths in the world were made from like 2000 to 2012. Anyways, let's talk about the synths that were made today or yesterday. Fucking the OPXY. Okay, I was like talking to my girlfriend. I was like, I'm going to be on stream. Blah, 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 blah. La da 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 da. Gonna talk about this synth they made. It's too expensive. And she was like, didn't you talk about a thing that these people made like literally a year ago that everybody was mad about because it was too expensive? And I was like, yeah, that's like a theme. That's like what they do. They make stuff that's too expensive. So the OPXY, interesting things that I've heard from Teenage Engineering just in the background. They have told, so people that I've talked to, I'm just going to be like very vague. People that I've talked to that have been in high level meetings with Teenage Engineering claim that they never tell their designers to think about the cost of any product ever. They're like, we want you to go and just design the coolest thing, the thing that you think is the best, and like never think about the cost. Like what the cost ends up being, that's what the cost ends up being. And that's what they say, but at the same time, like they make this like $99 sampler that is like that like blows like $400 ones out of the water, and it's really hard to think like, okay, oh geez, if you're not in the know, OPXY new little groove box, $2,300. It's a lot of people are like, whoa. So anyways, you can see my thoughts right here. I think it's definitely a decision to make this that expensive. I have watched now just a ton of videos on this thing because it's very intriguing to me. Like, holy moly. And like everything I see, like, look, I'm going to be like 100% honest. This thing looks really, really cool. It looks super duper dope. It looks insanely good. It looks like they've covered all their bases. It looks like they have answered, they've responded to all of the criticisms about the OPZ. They even, in my opinion, like highlighted like the OPZ when it first came out, or like the first time I saw it was at NAMM, and they had this big video thing, and like you kind of forget that you can actually like connect the OPZ. There's like a weird video component to it that you can like on an iPad. It's whack-a-mole. Anyways, you can like connect the OPZ, I think, via Bluetooth to an app, and then it makes the OPZ even cooler. Anyways, this is the OPXY. They kind of just like put all that on a screen in the box. The thing is velocity sensitive. It's got assignable outs. It's got a gajillion engines. The sequencer looks really good. Punch-in effects. The sequencers are like kind of like this, like a little help you write harmonic, cool, good stuff. Anyways, it looks dope. All the videos I've seen have been like, oh, this is really fun to use. This is really great. It's so intuitive and easy. And they all are like, this is really great. And then they all are like, but it's pretty expensive. And I think that that's like not fair, because I don't think that there's any question that it's good, but like, is it $2,300? Is it $2,300 good? And like, I'm not seeing that. Personally, I don't see like, oh my gosh. No offense to anybody who's thinking about it, and like, if you want it and you're like, go for it, do it. If you have that and you can pull that, fucking go for it. It looks so fun. It looks really, really cool. Something though that I thought was interesting to do, an exercise, was like, I watched Cuckoo's video, and then I watched his video that's like 6 years old where he looks like, dude, you cannot tell me that he doesn't look like kind of like he's been like doing drugs in this thumbnail. He looks very like distressed. Anyways, I watched his old PO33, his knockout video, KO, whatever, and it looked just as fun when he was playing around with this thing as like this thing did. Honestly, it's just, this looked cooler. So I guess that's my take, is it looks very, very awesome and super duper fun. I will personally, dude, if you asked me to get $2,300 together by the end of next week, I'd probably have a tough time doing it. I just don't have that kind of means, and so maybe someday somebody will borrow me one and I'll get to play with it, and that'll be cool. However, also, okay, what's up in the chat? We got all sorts of people coming on in. Hey everybody, how's it going? 305 PLP, Wolfie Cakes, Saggy Dogs. I just like your name, Saggy Dogs. The Albanian Syndicate, Peter Hutt. Anyways, that's my take. I think it's really cool. I would love to play with one someday. Maybe someday I will. And until then, whenever, I'll just watch other people have fun with it. Now, I can just accept that and get on with my life. I have found, however, somebody who cannot get over it and move on with their life. And so for a brief moment in time, we're going to take a look at this gentleman.
On a 4-day all-inclusive trip to Dominican Republic.
We're not even going to look at his chat. So this guy, I don't know who he is, but he is incensed by the fact that Teenage Engineering released a synth and had the gall to charge this much money for it. And he printed out a picture of the thing. I cannot tell if this is like top level like synth punk parody or if this is like something else. So he printed out this thing. He went to a coffee shop and then he's like upset about it. Wait, I set a timestamp. 7:50. I think the thing that he printed out is like a review where somebody was like, I got this thing, like I'll use it when my wife's asleep or something like that. It's
You got something in your pants to play. Yeah, exactly, crazy rabbit. To play in bed while your wife is sleeping. That's the craziest, most friggin' beta thing I've ever heard in my life. At least go down in the living room, man, where you can relax and play it.
I'm not going to play this whole thing, but he makes this like wild straw man argument and goes on for like a good long bit here about like, he's like, like people can't like, it's weird. He like blames Teenage Engineering. It's like this bizarro thing. And I just thought it was so interesting. He like blames Teenage Engineering for like this guy who like can't play his synth in his living room or something. I don't know. And if you can't hear me, anyways, so he not only got angry at a coffee shop, he also, we're not going to like go over it, but he had road rage about it. And he filmed a 20-minute video like driving and he's like, this is bullshit. And the funny thing about this video is he's like, the Polyend synth is way better and it's going to be so good. And I think he's drinking coffee in this video too. And he's like, it's just bullshit. You could get like 4 Polyend synths and this is fucking dumb. And like, yeah, he's just like driving around what looks like to me like a pretty big truck. Anyways, that was pretty ridiculous. I've seen a lot of different kinds of cope, to be honest, with the OPXY. It looks like they sent out a bunch of them like 3 days before it dropped. I saw like Liam Killen did a whole video. He's like, here's what you could do. Here's what you could buy instead of OPXY, which to me just read as like, I want to make a video about the OPXY, but I don't have one. Which in which case, just do what I'm doing. Just react to everybody else reacting. It's really fun. Anyways, I really miss synth punk. I would love for this guy. Pause, because I think we forgot incredibly important about this chain of videos here, which is he is wearing a shirt here. Oh dang, my internet's my internet just tanked. Bang. Okay, he's wearing a shirt here that says Bro Synth Network with a pirate flag on it. He's got a head on with the same logo. And I kind of want to know what Bro Synth Network is now. Like, what is Bro Synth Network? That's wild to me. Unhaunts. Hello, Liam's YouTube. It's a lot of teenage engineering. Oh yeah, that's a pretty bummer. They should have given him one, honestly. He does do a lot of teenage engineering stuff. I like Liam. I think he's got good taste. Sometimes I think he's a fun guy too. Anyways, I'm really curious. I kind of need to take a weird sidebar here and find out what the bro synth network is. Synth samurai lifestyle. Believe you can fly. I think that's just his thing. I think that's just like his the official website shop of man, the Punisher Uli Bear. Uli Behringer Custom Synth Renegades jersey. Synth Samurai. He went ballistic in a synth video maybe a year ago. Look at the back of his shirt. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, woo. Yikes. All right. Whew. I was not I was not ready for that. Like oh, I lost my voice last week because my parents were in town and anyways, the Punisher on the front, the lion. Oh my gosh, there's different ones. What is on the back of this one? Uncle Jerry's World. Dude, this is some crazy unhinged energy here. Ooh, yeah, it's definitely cream dream. I will never tell somebody to not be creative, but this is wild. Okay. What is that? Sasquatch? Bigfoot stole my synth. Dude, this is like reeking to me of like Big Less humor. Like dude just like took a big bong rip and was like, "Oh, Bigfoot stole my synth, bro." Thinking gorilla. Okay. All right. We got to move on. We got to move on from this. If I could get a bro synth hat, I would I would totally wear that. Ooh, okay. Andrew, will I do some gaming streams again? I was actually just thinking about that. To be honest, with the weather getting cold, I plugged in my PS3 and I have so many PS3 games that I actually like still need to play. And oh baby, I do kind of want to do some more gaming streams, but everybody always makes a second channel for that, and I'm always like, I don't want to make a second channel. Speaking of gaming, this was just my, and then we're gonna make some noise with the Kastle too. But this game just came out the other day, and in terms of things that are gaming related that I really want, but it's called Sorry We're Closed. It looks very, very good. It looks like Persona mixed with a first-person shooter mixed with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Anyways, so if I can figure out a way to play that, maybe indeed there will be more streams. So let's have some. I really want to talk about the Hapax like for just days and days and days. Incredibly good. It will soon though, because I still am a babe in the wilds when it comes to that thing. Okay, let's let's have us some magic. After the Bro Synth network, we're gonna do a little bit of magic. This, and my camera is as zoomed in as possible, so it's a little wobbly. I'm gonna try to not wobble it as much as I can. Look at it purr. Okay. All right, so let's talk about it, baby. Let's talk Kastle 2, the FX Wizard. It's here. Oh, see, man, this is just, it's so wobbly. I wonder if I get in close and maybe I give it like one of these. Well, we'll do what we can. Hey, I'm one of the 2 devs who worked on this new Kastle. I did all the DSP. If I have any questions, oh shit. You did a fantastic job, my friend. The shifter, dude, okay, well, first of all, the shifter. The shifter's fucking the best. So let's take a listen to it. Where did I put my, oh my gosh, where did I put it? So there are 9 gorgeous effects in the Kastle Effects 2 here. And I'm going to have to look at my little iPad manual to remember all of them. But they're not like your standard, oh man, this wiggle is going to like drive me crazy. Can I make this maybe go down just a... Okay, let's see. Before I put my hands in frame, I thought the background was official Bastl marketing. No, this is just my little Kastle ritual guy here. So 9 beautiful effects: delay, flanger, freezer, panner, crusher, slicer, pitcher, replayer, and shifter. And what they do to audio is kind of like an ungodly, maddening thing here. So before we get into it, let's take a little bit of sync out. And for this one, we're going to use the rhythm here just to kind of get a sort of baseline here. So we'll kind of put in like a very basic pattern, maybe like something like this, right? Okay, sounds good. And let's get this. We're gonna turn it up here. We're setting the input gain real quick, so we'll get it up. Make sure that this Kastle is probably right about there. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so you switch modes here, and it kind of changes lights to show us what effect we're on. It might be a little bit tough to see. Maybe that gives it a little bit more definition here. But we'll start at the top with, just like a delay. And then on the side here, you've got your kind of like 2 basic controls: feedback and time, right? Let's turn up the output. So these are very fun, very playable, and almost all of them go to like extremes. So like, of course, you're hearing right now like this delay. And we'll move on to the flanger. And then we're going to skip right to the shifter because the shifter is my favorite. And then we're going to start building stuff and have All right, let's get into it. So the best part about the Kastle here is the fact that it's like modular, and you've got these beautiful little jumper wires here, right? And like the original Kastles, you can make, you know, whatever kind of connections you want with these little jumper wires. And unlike the original Kastles, you have a glorious little envelope follower here. If you hold shift, you can kind of see how it's responding. Turn it up a little bit more and get it in the yellow. I don't know why that was, there we go. That might be kind of loud. All right. So something I just love to do is use this envelope follower to like modulate, let's say, all of these wild little effects. And what you can also do is trigger a little CV sequencer here. Oh wait, are you hearing the clock in the left channel? Oh, you are. Hold up. There you go. I don't know how that got unsynced. So, sorry here, I gotta just get some patching going on, or I'm gonna be like go crazy here trying to explain everything. So basically, you've got things that have a little white outline on the outside are CV outputs. Everything else is kind of a CV input. There are a couple of bipolar inputs and outputs. We're not gonna get too deep into that stuff right here. But what you need to know initially for right now is that you do a lot of control with these three knobs right here. And you do a lot of modulation with these knobs over here. You got a little filter over here. You've got an LFO right here. And you can generate CVs and stack your modulations. You can also just start to swing through all of the effects. And like classic, I feel like I was getting the most nastiest, grimiest stuff like right before I started streaming. And then I was like, okay, I got to take all this stuff apart. I can't start with it going all grimy and nasty like this. And then I was like, but if I take it apart, it's not going to come back together again. But I believe in myself. So I need y'all to believe in me too here. So there's our So here's something we need to do. We need to take this positive signal, jam it into CV there, and then it's going to start generating a wacky CV pattern for us. And then I want the envelope follower every time it's loud. So this is just the shifter, sorry. I'm just kind of obsessed with the sounds you can get out of it. All right, so let's move on. Okay. I believe this is the replayer. The auto panner. The bit crusher, which is very fun with the envelope follower. And ooh. Anyways. Gotta realign here. I always know that like when I'm like on the spot with one of these things, I'm gonna like biff it. So I apologize. I'm also not looking at this thing that I know is wiggling and wobbling. I knew it was a mistake to set up a crazy elaborate thing like this and then be like, let's hit it. But you know what? I'm still learning all this, so, you know, give yourself some time. Put myself on the spot. Sometimes I make it, sometimes I don't. But you know what? We're going to live and we're going to learn. We're going to keep on patching this little guy until we get something we really enjoy and have fun with. So maybe let's try something a little bit different here. Right? Let's try to send... Ugh. Actually, wait a minute. Let me take a 5-second thing. Here, wait, hold on. I made something just for this occasion. Hold on. Wait, 10 seconds. Okay. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop beep. So let's try this again here, guys. I was having a moment, and what I really needed was to remember that it's Friday night. I needed a beer, and I needed to remember that we're playing with synths, and it's a fun fucking time. So, I got my head for a second there. All right. Reintroducing the Kastle 2 effects. 9 brilliant effects. A bunch of modular utilities. You can step through them. You can modulate every parameter on the thing. Zen Sutherland art and sound. You don't need to press the button. You can modulate them with a trigger, or you can modulate them with just straight up CV. It's pretty cool. Let's listen to a little pattern here. Let's make sure that this is not going to blow out anybody's ears. All right, so there's a nice little pattern coming in. We're going to pull sync out of this. So now I've got a nice little synced up little dealio going here. We're going to get a little CV pattern from the envelope follower. Boop, boop, boop. You guys also can't see the angle that I'm at. Then we're going to modulate the shit out of this. So see, we're just stepping through the effects. We've got a dry wet right there. This thing just sounds great when you just step through like that. So now that we're just kind of stepping through the effects, got this little tempo sync wackiness, we can adjust things. Play with them. What triggers the gates? So there is an internal rhythm sequencer here, right? So let's take a look at the front panel here real fast. So we've got a pattern sequencer here. It says GRC, okay? And if we look at the top row, there's inputs, and the bottom row is 3 gate outputs, right? So the C is for CV, the R is for reset, and the G is for gates. And when you send voltage into CV, it generates a gate pattern or a CV pattern. And when you send CV into G, it generates a gate pattern, I believe. And you also have a rhythm, like a rhythm pattern here. I believe those are tied together. That's the one thing I'm not actually 1,000,000% sure about in the manual. So actually maybe Merrick can help us with that. But the pattern generator generates gates here and CV here. In the manual, there's a little bit about this. And depending on what CV is present at these inputs, it'll either continue to generate new information, or it will loop the information or invert the information. So Merrick says yes. Yeah. That's the one thing I forgot to. I owe Dinger an email. Actually, but the one thing in the manual that is not I'm not 100% on is the relationship between the rhythm encoder here and the gate output of the sequencer. I believe that they are linked. And he seems to check the quick start. It has nice graphics, which is probably true. Let's check. You know what you guys need to do is get an old iPad, because old iPad can do all what you need, which is holding the PDFs that you need to look at very quickly. Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen the quick start yet. I downloaded it, but I downloaded this, but anyways, let's wait. We should at least be listening to this. Yeah. Okay, here, I'll read from the quick start guide. It says, the pattern generator generates gates, rhythms, and CV stepped sequences. So they output signals, right? So basically you've got a sequencer here, and you can use the gates to reset the LFO. You can use them to reset certain effects, because certain effects have different functions for the trig, as well as the like mod amount. So you'll have to check the manual. They all have like kind of a different little thing going on. So once you generate a little sequence here, I like to keep it going kind of random. And then you can just use it to like mess with anything you want. So like I'm going to go and mess with the LFO mod here. And we're going to make this LFO go much faster every once in a while. See, and you can see it reacting. Wee, 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 wee. Right. So then we can use that LFO. Like, let's say we want to use that triangle LFO. Wow. I fucked up this cable. It's broken. Actually, I'm not even going to blame myself for that one. I know my cat did it. So I'm going to blame him. Mr. Spike, you're blamed. So then we can use that to modulate the effects. It's moving quite fast though. Anyways, Slicer is very cool. This is one that definitely uses like a different output here for the trig. I think it additionally trigs it. Oh. What is pink? I forget. Pink is pitcher. Let's use the envelope to control that. Getting lost in the sauce. Hold on. There's my fun shifter action I was looking for. It's just like, it's insane. Anyways. Boop, 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 boop. I could sit here and play with this thing all night. And to some degree, I probably will. But I wanted to just play a myriad of things through this because I'm still exploring it, to be quite honest with you. And you know what else I had here? Is this funny little guy. This funny little guy. And I think that this is the type of thing that you might have the most fun with. Wait, hold up. I'm having ideas. I'm having contemplations here. Wait. Well, I was gonna take this. Oh shit. We're getting all battery powered up in this bee. I'm thinking this could be a very good raver. Oh, he says turn the stereo knob. Oh yes, that is correct. Ooh. Okay. Hold up here. Wait. So take some of those inputs there. Let's go for rave. I mean, if we're already here, right? What does that sound like though? Okay, we're getting there. All right. This does not cost $2,300. I tell you that much. just fucking going weird here. Being a fucking dweeb. I'm really disappointed that this thing can't get louder. Because I think it's about as loud as it will get here. Yeah, I don't think this can get louder in there. Fucking bug in here. I literally hit the wrong button. Having a bug in time. Having a bug in time. That's the name of my new album. Okay. If you're listening to this in headphones, I feel bad for you because we're doing some experimenting here. Oh, what did I just do? Oh no. I think I might have just broken this pocket operator. No, pocket operator. I've broken so many pocket operators. Now I'm curious what all the stereo modes do. Sorry, you guys are kind of just on this journey with me, honestly. I don't have anything to do on a Friday night, so I'm drinking beer and playing with this little guy here because I'm going to make a video about this, and obviously I don't fully understand the nuances of patching this device, which is okay with me, honestly. These types of things take time. So maybe we'll take a little break from tweaking here. I've also made a mess of my little ritual ground here. But anyways, if you take anything away from this, just know that I sat here all day and played with this thing, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I got nothing but bangers coming out of these speakers. And then I was like, put together my little ritual thing, and I was like, I'm so ready to fucking blast off tonight. And yeah, I feel like I've been really in my head about jamming out here, like in a way that I wasn't all day. And you know what? Whatever. Yeah. This device has been endlessly entertaining. And it's like the things that I've, like you just saw, like I haven't really touched this fucking monotron for like maybe like a year and a half, 2 years. But as soon as I got this little guy here, I just started throwing the monotron through it, and I was like amazed at the breadth of sounds I could get out of it. And also, devices like this, devices like the original Kastle, they're incredibly inventive devices. They're very fun to tweak and play with. They're full of sweet spots. Oh man, this table is so jittery. Jitter. And a lot of the time it takes like a decent amount of time to really, really explore the nuances and quirks of a lot of them. I feel like with a lot of my gear, I'm still shaking the table and driving myself insane. Tempo. I don't understand tempo, ? Thinking about nabbing their delay. The time plus is like beyond cool. That was actually one of the things I was like, maybe I should the Bastl as well, because I have a dual crust system. I was kind of like, this is gonna be too complicated, but right now my Eurorack system is dual crust. Wait, how's the best way to show this? You gotta have 2 crusts, a Bastl, and a Neo Trinity. And that's really all you need in a Eurorack. But I was like, it's too much to have like Eurorack and this Kastle. The thing about the Kastle, oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, everybody, Crust just got Crust is on VCV Rack now. And I believe I saw that it was for free, so you should go try it out. Grizz, this is like a Palette 64X or something. I don't know. It's one of 4MS's, just like Palette, or not Palette, whatever they call their thing. What do they call it? Pod, that's what it is. But man, holy crap. Did the Crust too. The Crust as a drum module is phenomenal. It's fantastic. It's massive. It's gross as fuck. And I think as soon as you have one, you're going to want two. The Bastl, everything. I'm kind of a Bastl fanboy over here. You know, there's some really cool people. Everything they make is incredibly fun. And I've had a lot of fun playing with their stuff. So, Um, Actually, what time is it? It's 9:16. Listen. 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 Look at this. Look at this mess. Look at this disastrous mess. Oh, and it's only 9:16. Baby, we've got a whole Friday night. Jake Paul's getting his ass kicked tonight. I think it's not even going to happen till 11:30. And you know what? It's Friday night, baby. Magic is I'm getting the power cable. We're gonna play with all this shit. Let's make some background music. I think I've still got it on tap here, right? Okay. All right. All right, there are things that are very important. I think they just did a sale on soft pops. Woofy. Ooh. I think, where do I have, you gotta just have TRS cables ready to go, baby. Oh man, we're gonna have to move here. Wait, you guys get to see all my tricks. See, so you have to make a nice little altar. You have to have your protective bee. I don't know if you can see it, it's a bee. You gotta have your overflowing abundance of gold coins. It's very important to have these things, okay? And your 7-sided star. Listen, it's very important, okay? This is all very, very critical for doing magic. And then you move all of these things out of the way and you put a Urax system down. Okay. Okay. We're just playing around here. So let's put Kastle right there. How actually yeah, I was gonna say I don't actually need to use these because I think I can use bam, Bro Synth Network is a takeoff of Pro Synth Network. Okay, well, I'm glad that somebody knows what the hell that guy's talking about, because yikes. Pro Synth Network. I've never heard of that. That must be, it's beyond my range of knowledge. Okay. Let's make some fucking noises. Okay, I'm gonna need this longer cable. He's really professional. Road rage. Gosh, I wish you guys could see Synthin' and Chillin'. Hell yeah, bro. I'm glad you enjoy Synthin' and Chillin' because we're just doing it right now. I was tired. I'm gonna sleep the fuck in. Minor beef? Pro Synth Network and Bro Synth Network had minor beef. I can't even Man, okay, wait. Can I wonder if I can do this. This is the kitty cam. He's on my speaker. That's the kind of behind the scenes, you just get over here. Okay. Let's see if I can remember how everything works. Sorry, he just made a look. All right. This is outs. This is ins. Cool. So mix should go. Actually, let's just go straight out. All right. Cool. All right. I think I had this set up crazy bonkers. I hear a kitty over there making some bad noises. All right, so this is a drum synth. You've got a noise side, and you've got a more sort of like Kool FM ringtone dual synth thing. Let's get a sequence going. Let's start triggering this. Sorry, that's probably really annoying to hear. We're gonna do this with Neo Trinity. We're gonna Jesus. Boom. Oh, let's make sure we're getting signal here. Okay, sounds good to me. Not overloading. All right. Cool. Excellent. All right. It's been kind of a while since I tried to do a patch from scratch that I didn't give myself like 2 hours to make. Baby, let's get into it. Make some dense little dealio boppers here, right? So we've got two voices here. Bam, bada bing, bada boom. That bear near all the gears. Beer. Oh, the beer? No. You're good, you guys. You're good. Don't even worry about it. If it spills, you'll see it happen, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I saw that happen live. It'll be so funny. No, really, it will. It'll be great. You'll love it. Need to make these like that. Okay, that's starting to sound good. I'm into that. All right. We're gonna gotta change that stuff. Okay, so we instantly have some good stuff. Okay, right? And see, this is where we would get nervous, is when Mr. Spike comes and he starts stepping across everything, because he will spill a beer. But we really don't need to worry about me spilling a beer, if we believe that we don't need to worry about me spilling a beer, right? So let's do something fun. We have a modular thing happening here. We've also got an effects thing right here that we need to use, right? We need to use to our advantage for this, right? But something that's kind of interesting, actually, is that this sync input is kind of multi-purpose. So it's stereo. Oh, sorry, a little burp in there. It's stereo, but you'll need one of these. I think it's Hosa YMS 246. I think that's the one. That's the one you're gonna need. Spike, stop knocking my patch cables off the table. This guy, Mr. Spike. Absolutely wild, you guys. That's the kind of thing you don't get on Logan Paul streams. So okay, we're gonna go into A, and then let's go into A. Let's CV record. Let's this should just be right. Yeah. Okay. So let's see if that worked. First of all, we're gonna, okay, so this is something that I like when I'm testing this. Here's something that I'm doing. Like when I'm testing, like I've got a patch idea, right? I'm like, oh, okay, this is gonna work here, right? And we can kind of walk through my process. So I know that I just patched. The clock in to the left signal here, right? So I'm going to take this left input and I'm just going to test it by patching it to the left output and see if we can hear it, right? We can also hold shift and it'll show us like this blue means that it's synced. If it was pink, like it would be not synced. So it is synced. I can test it. I can hear it. So that means that we're getting good clock from the Neo Trinity, and that also means we can probably send this dang old thing some CV straight from the Neo Trinity. So let's try that. Let's just make sure. So we're going from the input and on the right channel. And we're going into FX mode. And oh, look at that. It's changing. That's cool. That's awesome. We like that a lot. All right. So now what we could do is we could use our brain. We could come over here and we could we couldn't slow down, but we could make this CV pattern way longer, and then maybe we'll kind of like, I don't know if there's much crossover between, sorry, I gotta get my stupid hat on. I don't know if there's much crossover between Logan Paul viewers and my viewers, but there's definitely got to be crossover between Bro Synth Network and Logan Paul viewers, and they're definitely 100% watching that guy again. I hope to God Mike Tyson just knocks that guy out. No stake in the game, really. I just kind of want to see him get knocked out. Okay, so shit's rocking, shit's rolling. Honestly here. Okay, all right. We're getting somewhere now. Boy, I gotta get this in frame possibly. Okay, all right. We're rocking here. We gotta refine what's going on with this. So we've got something cool. We're on the right track. So I think what we really need to do is modulate the shit out of that. How are we gonna achieve this? How are we gonna achieve this economically here? Because you see, we've got a very small rack, right? And we want a lot of good modulation. But I've only got, realistically here, look, 3 more channels of Neo Trinity, right? So, bop. We've got a sequencer in the Kastle. We've got a sequencer right here, right? We need to be able to utilize this sequencer. That's what I want to do. I'm going to need another one of these splitty cables, though. So I got to go find that shit. I'm back because I always have one of these motherfuckers. I was like, should I do the little like I'm gonna be right back thing? And then I was like, no, I know exactly where one is. It's practically within reach. Okay, so I imagine that this sync port is intended to just send out sync signals, right? Okay, let's take another zoom in look. Right. Right, so this guy right here, this is meant to just really, I think, send out, you know. It's meant to give. So I think that if I was to take this positive 5 volts and go into CV, and then maybe, you know, because realistically, the triangle wave should be adequate to generate voltage to, you know, whatever. Anyways, so I should be able to then take, let's say I want to take this CV and go out, right? Bam, like that. And then let's also say I want to take, let's just say I want to take 2 lanes of this CV. And get in there, you son of a bitch. Right? Okay, so now these 2 should be hot. They should give us a nice, good old-fashioned additional lane of voltage here, right? So let's go ahead and let's test this out. What am I listening to here? I'm listening to this. Okay, I really hope that when I plug this in, it does that for me. Shit, it didn't do that for me. That's okay, because I need to go right here. Fuck, it's not... Well, that is not the sequence that I really wanted to hear. I don't think this might have been plugged into the wrong one. Drat. It's sending. That's it. It's sending. Wait, is this... this might not be controlling the right thing. Oh, it's not. How about it controls... Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm into that. Sort of. To a degree. All right. I can play around with this all day. But I think we got our lanes of modulation just like I wanted here. Alright. So now I wonder if I can get... There's like a weird like... Sort of like... You hear that? It's like kind of delaying. Okay. All right. All right, now we're starting to get to kind of where I wanted to be. These need to be switched around. I need this to be the... There we go. Damn, I don't have anything else I can sync this pocket operator up with now. I think that's okay though. Actually, I could sync that to it. Wait, hold on. I need one more of these damn fuckers. One more. One more thing. Does anybody else remember Jackie Chan Adventures? Jackie Chan Adventures. He was always trying to get those talismans. Okay. I know what this needs. This is going to be our random lane, right? So okay. So now we're going to come over here and we are legitimately going to take this pocket operator. We're going to put it into sync mode 1. And we're going to clock it in. Now I think that means I need this side. Now I should have damn it, these pocket operators fucking suck. No. I think it's just because I'm in the wrong. God damn it. And it does that. Okay, I need to remember one thing. Okay. Let's see. Which one is the... This is... What, isn't there a way for these to... There it is. Okay. It like wasn't sending. I was like, what the fuck? This one must be kind of half broken or something. There it goes though. It's synced. It's synced. In sync. Well, how do we want to go about this? I think probably the best way is to do it like this. All right. We're really on a battery-powered mission here, I think. Oh, I'm overloading the shit out of this. Sorry, I'm just over here goofing again. All right. Let's bring this up from the top here, because now we kind of got all of our sources together. We can jam a little bit. I'm just gonna get this microphone so you can talk up to it. Okay. All right. So let's think about this. We've got. Let's just, make a new pattern here. All right, so we want you to stop doing that, and we only want to hear you, baby. You're the only one I want to hear. Kind of like a FM sort of. Ooh, there it is. Okay. All right. So, kind of the layout of Crust is you've got kind of like you've got a Tony generator on the left side, you've got kind of like a noisy generator on the right side, and then down here in the middle you've got like kind of some parameters that you can kind of control. And then up top here, you've got, your octave and your sweep, and then your detune between these things. And so, like, if you've got the dual oscillator here, you can get those nice. Right? So I think that I actually want. I need this to be 100 times faster than what it is. And I just don't think I'm gonna get there. Yeah, I know it's fat, but like, it's not coming through. And you can just change. There we go, okay. Alright. We're getting all into weird zone here again. Hell yeah. No. Having a whack. Having a whack, having a patch. Okay, sorry. I always forget sometimes when I'm streaming. That it's like not good to like just sit here and like zone out for so long. But we are making weird sounds. And now we're making there we go. Now we're into weird zone. All over again. Sometimes I sit and I wonder, you know, like if I could go back in time and think and talk to myself as a young lad, and I would like be like, hey, sometime in the future, you're gonna like sit here and like make fucking weirdo, bajirdo electronic noises. And you're gonna stream yourself on the internet, just totally zoning out. Fucking making the most terrible noises ever heard by humans. And you know what? It's like totally okay. It's just the norm. I forgot how to do the thing where you actually tune. Because I need to tune this way, way lower. But I forgot how to do it. Oh, there it is. There it is. Spike came to listen. He said, "This is nice." Oh, what's up, Obsidian? Comrade Obsidian. We're just making the weirdest, strangest, music that there ever was. Okay, now we're on a groove here, right? And I'm digging it. Ooh, see? There it is. These are the happy accidents. That you find with Hey, what are you doing over there? He was doing a bad thing. Don't even worry about it. Just exploring the wackiness. created kind of like an internal system of wackiness here that we're just freely fucking around with. This is what everything sounds like. This is what it sounds like with no Kastle effects. And this is what it sounds like with Kastle effects. I would say it's quite an improvement. Ooh, I think that's what he was talking about with the stereo button right there. Holy shit. Okay, I see now. Okay. They were cooking with that stereo there. This flanger is crazy too. Hold on. What did I just do? Hey, what are you doing over there? I know what I want here. Never underestimate the ability of like quirky modular gear to completely and totally humble you on the spot. I don't understand how this is the auto panner effect. I don't understand how it does this because it will frequently do this. It's a fascinatingly beautiful and funny little effect. Here, wait. No. Auto pan. Okay, so if I'm sitting here, if I'm sitting here and I'm saying I'm learning this thing, and I've just, sat here now and played with it for quite some time. I feel like I understand the mechanics of how it works, But sometimes I feel like these effects still feel like they are just, they have a mind of their own. Or they create like panner, feedback, move around left and right. I don't know. I don't know. Some of these effects are kind of like a little bit of a black box. To be honest, like that panner effect. Just drives me crazy. The shifter too. The shifter and the pitcher. Like, I don't seem to understand how, like, sometimes, oh, it says rhythm and tonal. I don't know. Further, deeper, less vibe-oriented study is warranted. But, my friends, I think I've exhausted my crazy modular juice for the night. Or have I? Nope, I have. I'm kind of tired. And I'm going to clock this stream as a stream that didn't go according to plan. Oh. Sorry, my table started acting weird. And you know what? I'm going to say that that's okay. A little bit of a rocky start, a little bit of a wacky time. Forgot to look at this stat panel the whole time. Oh shit. Well, it looks like, I don't know. It looks like there were a decent amount of people watching. Hey, wait, I'm really curious here because I'm at the end. I want to know what happens when I click this button. They gave me a button to click and they said you can click it. Hold on, I gotta click it. I'm not sure if it like actually did anything. It said if I clicked that button that they'd put an ad in. And I don't know if an ad really went in there. I don't know. I'm figuring all this out. I'm like being 100% open with you guys. I don't fucking... What do I look like? A streaming guy? What do I look like? A Logan Paul? What do I look like? The guy who's getting beat up by Mike Tyson? Sorry, I kind of forgot to eat a substantial amount of food today. So now I drank that beer and I've had kind of a lackluster showing of hardware. And I'm like, oh man, feeling silly. Logan, is it Logan Paul or Jake Paul? Who's getting just Mike Tyson? Listen, I know if I search for Mike Tyson. It looks like they haven't fought yet. Darn. Mike Tyson saying party time. Well, darn. I'm like genuinely, I know I'm like genuinely invested just in knowing what happens. Because there have been so many ridiculous things happening this year that, like, if I'm being honest, I need a little bit of like retribution. I need the silly dumb internet guy to get punched in the face by Mike Tyson. And like for me, I want that. I'm not afraid to say it. And you know what? I didn't challenge Mike Tyson to a fight. I would never do that. He did that. So if he gets punched in the face by Mike Tyson, that's his problem. But yeah, okay. All right. Things we learned today. Always have music on tap. It's very good to have. Background music on tap right like that. Okay. Definitely when you've got the patch that sounds really good, leave it patched. What do you think, Mr. Spike? He did not like the taste of microphone. Spike's saying seize the day. Grab that microphone. Okay, wow. I need to get back to writing scripts and filming real videos. We also learned that bro synth was a thing. Oh, dude. This was a journey for sure. Okay. Let's do a big recap here. I got a Hapax. Lots of thoughts. So many interesting things. That'll be a number of streams. I want to get an XV. Get a big rompler. We learned about the OPXY. We learned that teenage engineering is they're teenage engineering, and they like to do whatever the hell they want. They're gonna charge all their money, and bro synth is fucking pissed about it, dude. He's like so unhappy. Go check out these videos. I think his name is Synth Samurai. Give him a follow. I'm gonna give him a follow. Let's give him a follow right now. I hope I give him a follow and he watches this 2.5 hour stream and sees me talking mean. I wasn't that mean to him, was I? I kind of laughed at him for the concept of going to a coffee shop to film a video where you're mad about somebody who buys a synth so that they can play it with their wife. I don't understand I just don't understand. This is one of these things I don't understand why people get upset about other people's living their lives. I live my life in the stupidest possible way. Look, I just fucking spent my Friday night streaming synthy garbage, and I like essentially did like the equivalent of train wrecking the whole time. So, you know what? Well, we're gonna saddle up, do it next time. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. It's been real. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired, and I gotta do more reading and studying and making music and things of that nature tomorrow. So, good night, everybody. I hope you had a fun fun time fucking around. See ya.